Hello, hello. It's your girl, Surreal Moon. How you guys doing? I have had a phenomenally busy week, but it's been productive. So I'm going to get back into knocking out that list of personal reading. This is going to be a personal reading for Old Macaroon on Reddit. Thank you for your patience, my dear sweet supporter. If I am not mistaken, you were looking for some clarification of what was going to happen for you in 2026 with love and education. So, since I've got my hands on these two, apparently they've got something to say. Kind of strange. This one wants this one wants to be chatty first. So, who am I to deny, right? But I hope you guys have had a wonderful, wonderful weekend and you're out of the deep freeze. But let's get into it. Let's see. With love. Oh, this one wants out. I could lose myself in you. Now, I can't tell right now if this is someone you've got your eye on or if this is you, but I guess we're about to see. Lose myself in you. Might be both of you. Maybe that's why I can't tell. Your life is amazing. Have I lost you? Okay. You are amazing. Two amazing. And okay, I'm going to stop right there. Two cards mention loss. I could lose myself in you. Have I lost you? Your life is amazing. You are amazing. This is giving me the feeling you're both thinking about each other, but nobody's speaking. That's the feeling I'm getting. So if you've already got somebody on your brain, it looks like they may have someone on your, they may have you on their brain as well. Blah, blah, blah. First day with a new tongue, right? Yeah, that's funny. I can't really ignore that coincidence. It's kind of like I could lose myself in you. Your life is amazing. Then over here, have I lost you? You are amazing. So I refuse to ignore that. So it's like a couple of things want to have something to say all at once. Not sure where I'm going to start. Oh, my shoulder instantly started scrunching up, so I guess I'm going back to the other deck. Let's see. What's going on here? Wow. Barely out. Faded meeting. Important connection. Peace. Heartbreak shattered. Anger. Having resentment under pressure. Explosive temper. All right. I don't know if this has anything to do with you. I don't feel like this angry card. I don't feel like this is you. Are you dealing with someone that's had their heart broken before and they're still angry about it? Because you got faded meeting, and then it's peace, and then it rolled straight into heartbreak, shattered, then anger, and it sat there. It was just like cold dead. Didn't want me to pull any more cards. There you go. So I don't know if you went through this or guess it's not you. Person on the other side, it's got some unresolved, a lot of something it seems like going on. Intimacy, your laugh is amazing, bonding. Legal matters, disputes. Missing, thinking of you. Admirer. You see, I'll flip that deck around several times. Either you're watching them or they're watching you. And I'm sorry, this has I'm blushing just thinking about it. Well, one of you thinks about each other, let's just say quite fondly. and they're and unabashed about it. But this legal matters. I don't know if this person works in the legal profession, but I instantly got there's something they need to straighten out, or there's something you need to straighten out. There's something. This is not clear. You guys feel so intertwined already. If you get someone on your mind, you feel very intertwined already. Look at my hand. It's like nervous, nervous energy, missing you, and then admire, secret lover, hidden interest in you, revealing intentions. That somebody's got the hots for somebody. That card is pulling hard, but it's not surprising. Over your laugh is amazing. I'm I'm trying to put the story together here. I might have to pull a lot more cards than I thought. Um, yeah, that like I said, I can't pull my eyes away. So yeah, someone can't pull their eyes away from you. You can't pull your eyes away from them. Intuition, inner knowing, third party interference. This is on. I haven't lost you, and grass is greener possibilities. Ooh, did somebody take off to go exploring some other shit here? Gifts of love. Working. I don't know why I felt compelled to pull two. Have I lost you? You, one of you have the feeling that the other one's got a wandering eye, because it's like intuition, inner knowing, third party interference, and then you've got grass is greener possibilities. So, Old Macaroon, I don't know if you're thinking the grass is greener or the other person's gone off and is thinking. But I felt compelled to pull two cards here, and they're so opposite. You've got gifts of love, token of affection, giving and receiving, embracing what you have, and you've got working on the relationship, office, romance, being a workaholic. And sometimes third party interference doesn't have to necessarily be a person. But when I get intuition, have I lost you, then grass is greener possibilities, kind of feeling like that is. Kind of feeling like that is. Might pull some tarot on top of that to see. But I feel like your love life is complex. And it's probably kind of stalled out. It's like you don't know where it's going. They don't know where it's going. No one's moving. No one's moving. Absolutely no one's like making a definitive move here. Wow. Energy of it's his enemy. Watch your back. And then I've never pulled these two as long as I've had this deck together. Divine feminine, divine masculine. So seems like the powers that be feels like there's two people meant to be together, but I can't shake the feeling that these cards are so different for a reason. Look how bright she is. It's like her eyes are wide open. She's holding a flower. She's got her hand over her heart. It looks like she's got an engagement ring on her finger. But the divine masculine is hiding in the shadows, and it looks like he's looking off in the distance like he's pondering. He's like, I don't think I've ever read into the visuals on this card, so on this particular deck so deeply, but he's not sure. And I don't like this enemy card at all. Do you have a female in your life? Mother, sister, friend, his aunt, his cousin, his bestie, his work wife or something, or yours. Watch your back. Somebody is not. Somebody's not who they think they're trying to put themselves in. Appearances. Projecting an image, being in the spotlight, narcissistic personality, feeling the need to pull the second one. Opposites attract. Gosh, got her in the light and him in the dark again. Struggling with differences, passing passion, can't stay away from them. I'm lost here. I'm lost here. Let me know if I need to pull this again. Are do I have a? Are you guys like going through a from opposite sides of the track kind of dynamic, or maybe y'all's family don't think you should be together, or you're worried about your differences, whether it's a difference in age, difference in culture, difference in race, religion, causing a problem? But yeah, I can't. That look at that. That's too much of a coincidence for me to ignore. That both feminines are in the light and both masculines are in the dark. I don't know if that's supposed to represent the fact that he's still struggling with his shadow side, or if you're the he. I don't know. I don't ask gender. I try to get little as information as possible. But somebody's a lot more awake and aware and in the light with how they feel than the other one. Let's leave it at that. But this one's confusing. Is someone struggling with their identity? It's like putting on airs, trying to fit in. I think we've all gone through that before, but some people, even as we age, we never get out of it. We kind of like, we want to please our family. We want to fit in at work. We want to fit in with certain friends. But projecting an image, being in the spotlight, narcissistic personality. Hopefully, when you watch this, you can tell me if there's any significance you get with that. And I can't escape the fact that she's dressed pretty racy. I mean, yeah, she looks like she's ready for a good time, but this, I don't get a friendly feeling. I hope you are not dealing with someone that got seduced by somebody. Now, I say that term loosely because you can't seduce the willing. None of us can, we all can like put the brakes on something, but we also know we're all human. Sometimes it's easier said than done. That's not giving anybody any excuses. But let's see. I picked this up back up without even thinking. So let's see if it can offer a little clarification on your love life here. Because this is a little messy. There seems like there is definitely a lot of attraction, a lot of passion, a lot of love here, but there's also some serious underlying stuff in the way. Yeah, well, you got abundance, keeping a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude, bliss. I feel like this is telling me that you're indecisive. It's like one day you are wishing for someone new, maybe. One day you're wishing to hear from them. Maybe one day you're wishing to never hear from them again. One day you're wishing for clarity. And I just watched one of my favorite tarot card readers. Sometimes we don't manifest what we want because we haven't made up our mind yet. We want it all. One day we want this, one day we want that. It can change hour to hour, week to week. When it comes to setting your intentions, I mean, even in prayer, I mean, even just focusing, if you're studying, you can't study 8 different subjects at one time and expect to successfully come out and get a good grade. So let's just take it down to the basics. You gotta focus on one thing. And I feel like maybe that's part of what's going on here with you guys. Like I said, if I'm picking up on something totally wrong, I'm not ashamed to repull, let me know. And then I got ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. Maybe he's stepping out of the dark. One of y'all, maybe y'all coming back together. Because, like I said, there's an obvious foundation of really liking and caring about each other. I'm not getting like deep seated, like hardcore love here, but the potential's here. Can I say that? I feel like maybe one side might have it, but I feel like there's the beginnings of that here because that's where it starts, right? Infatuation, someone's got your attention, you got lust, passion. Then I got these two, and it's funny that was This card also says something about a narcissistic personality, self-absorbed narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. I'll tell you what, as someone who's dealt with narcissists and family, friendship, and love, I suggest you run away screaming. They're very hard to deal with. They seldom heal and work on their own stuff. So if you think someone has a lot of narcissistic tendencies or might actually be a full-blown narcissist, a lot of misery is going to come from dealing with someone like that. And if that's kind of why you reached out, because someone's going hot and cold on you over here with the grass is greener and third party situation and they're angry and stuff. But I like this last card. Don't be scared by the coffin. I'm hoping the camera's focused. It says endings bring new beginnings. Growth, change, liberation, transition. I want some advice for you, something a little more steady. I'm going to pick this up. Can you give me something for Old Macaroon? Oh, and everything wants to fall out. So let me try that again. When 18 cards fall out, it's one thing when one or two, but when 18 falls out, I feel like I just got to shuffle again and give it another shot. Nothing hops out here. Well, whoop. Sacred Union. You know what? This is one of the cards that fell out. So maybe this is one of the cards that fell out. Two powerful forces are uniting, whether in a relationship or within yourself. This union brings energy and growth. Embrace this connection. It will lead to deeper understanding and transformation. And on the bottom of the deck, you got link attract. You are attracting people and opportunities that align with your energy. Are you dissatisfied with your current surroundings? Shift your mindset and energy, and you'll begin attracting what you desire. And underneath that is true love. So I would say, unless you're just so dead set on this individual, maybe open yourself up to letting something new come in your life. I was hoping to get something that felt a little more definitive, but I did not. Strategy, deception, theft, cunning, sneakiness. When I picked up my regular tarot card deck, this is what came out. This is what came out. Must use intellect to outwit opponents, but must also be aware of dishonesty and betrayal. What situations or people in my life require me to be cunning, strategic, while also remaining vigilant against deceit? You got somebody. You remember that movie Gorillas in the Mist? You got an enemy in the mist. You got somebody here you cannot and should not trust. I will say that. That has been, I mean, literally enemy card that's come out, and then you've got intuition and knowing, third party interference, grass is greener. You got somebody here that's not shooting straight with you. I hope that helps with the love side. Now, let's see what we can do for you for education. Clean this up. I feel like love is gonna pull me back over here before I finish your reading, and if it does, I'll let it. But let's see what education has in store for you, my dear friend. That one was wild. Feels like somebody's energy was all over the place. Not sure who, what, when, where, why, or how. Right, this deck does not want me to have anything to do with it right now. So we're gonna listen. Let's go over here. Education. See what we get. Yeah, I can't say I've had the cards be quite that insistent in a while. Yes. It's sliding around. See. Now my eyes is being drawn to my fortune oracle card. You wouldn't even let me open. I couldn't even get this box open earlier. Get that card in there. Education. First thing that's coming to mind for you to pull a card is like, make sure if anything you're doing, education is something you want to do and someone's not pushing you to do or that you feel you need to do. I'm getting that loud and clear. But I think that's pretty sage advice for anybody, right? Wish. Your heart's desire is ready to come true. Patience. Slow down, change your attitude, clear your mind. Lovers and proposal on the bottom. Eagle. You will soar towards your destiny with greater clarity and strength. There are two paths ahead. Be true to yourself. I think we saw that earlier in your love reading. I knew this love was gonna pull me back over here. Um, you can either keep, like I said, I get the feeling there's something and someone you've been kind of entangled with. You can keep that, or you can go a different direction. And this says, oddly enough, even though there's two rings, it says proposal. It says a romantic or business opportunity is indicated. Maybe that does play into your request for clarity about education. Is there anything else on out of here? Harness the loyal and protective aura of the lion and charge ahead magnificently. Let's see. I'm all over the place today. Let's see what we got here. So, is your education and love life tied together somehow? Or is just your love life just wanting more attention? Not happy that I shut it down when I did. I don't know. That wanted out. Look beyond the obvious and explore the hidden aspects all around you. Profound truths. Do you have a locked up desire or wish? Something you're not pursuing? Are you scared to pursue? You have a powerful ability to see beyond illusions and find what truly matters. Enigmatic sight, healing power. No matter how fragmented you feel, you regenerate and emerge stronger, recover, and build. Ancient echoes on about honor insights gained with experience and hear the truth resonate within you, timeless wisdom. I don't. That's all rolling back into love. I I want to get you some clarification on your education. I'm looking at these eyes. Eyes on this card are just absolutely striking. And then you've got starfish, healing power. Work in the medical field? Or thinking about it? Or do you want to be a different kind of healer, like with psychology, or maybe like what I'm doing here? I always call this like a cosmic counseling session. Oh, three of wands. Do you have three choices of what you're thinking about doing with your education in your future? Maybe one is just kind of sitting still, and two is a different sort of forward movement here. Huh? I guess that wanted out. This just flipped itself over there. Anything else? Lovers. Okay, that's the lovers twice here. King of Pentacles. When I get the King of Pentacles and I'm talking about someone's education, I feel like whatever you choose, if you choose honestly and you're honest with yourself, be successful and happily successful, abundant, flourishing, growth. It's like I'm just drawn to all the grapes and the vines in here, and this healing power, this mystic glimpse, patience, eagle, slow down, change your attitude. Funny, I flipped my hourglass over before I started your reading. I feel like I'm missing something here. It could be just as obvious. Do you want to do something racy for work? Maybe you want to do something more along the of adult work, and you're kind of shy about it. I don't know. Forgive me if I cross the line. I don't mean to offend, but that's a legitimate form of work. Um, I remember when now mind you, I'm almost 50, so when I say my nephew, he's in his 30s. And one time he posted, he goes, "If you think sex workers have it easy," he goes, "I want you to take an attractive picture of your asshole right now and show it to me." And it made me laugh because people think, "Oh, someone just gets around and parades in front of a camera. It's easy peasy." Nah, no, no, no. I feel like this is just keep drawing the fact that you're hiding yourself. And it's locked. Mystery within, look beyond the obvious and explore the hidden aspects all around you. Profound truth. You have the power to see beyond the illusion, find what truly matters. Healing power. No matter how fragmented you feel, you regenerate and emerge stronger. Because we know starfish regenerate. You lop off a piece of them and it'll come back. Recover and rebuild. Like I said, this love stuff coming out when I'm trying to focus on your education is kind of trippy. Somebody got something to say here? Want to make it up to you. And then we get your laugh is amazing again. Okay. Now I feel like we're stuck on repeat. Pulled another damn ring. You got proposals and upon engagement. But it says engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. So I don't know if you're thinking of popping the question or diving into a commitment. It just feels like your work and your love life, it just feels so entangled to me. Competition, enemy again. Clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. I don't know if you're possibly the other woman. I don't judge. Or if your intuition is telling you somebody that you're with has someone else, or someone else, another woman, doesn't have your best interest at heart. Let me just say that. I probably wouldn't ignore that pull. Because I said, humans, we've been alive eons. And it's our instincts that has kept us this way. And something said, you know what? We go in that bush every day to get berries, but for some reason today I don't want to go in there. Listen to it. Delicate guide. Growth often happens in the shadows before it is fully realized in the light. Seek your source. I hope this makes sense to you. I feel like this may be something I might need to continue because I am. It's confusing. I feel like there's a story here, but I don't have enough to put all the pieces together. And then I pull the twin flames at the bottom, and that would make all the sense in the world. If you're in a karmic connection mirroring each other. So if you're on a twin flame journey, I tend to not talk about it because I don't understand it completely. Just take it, you've got a strong pull of connection to somebody. That would explain why this is so messy. But sometimes we're not meant to be with our twin flames. Actually, most of the time we're not. They're supposed to shake us up, wake us up, teach us lessons. All of those intense feelings sometimes are just to remind you that you can feel intensely. Give you a thirst, lust, zest, zeal for life, but some people do end up together. But a lot of times, that's it. The lore has it. Notice I said the lore has it that that's just you in another form walking another timeline. You bump into each other and you're supposed to gain something. You're supposed to learn something very important so you can quit repeating a cycle of something you need to grow out of, grow beyond, or grow into, even possibly. This was strange. I won't deny this was strange. I but like I said, Old Macaroon, I hope this makes sense to you. I am not too sensitive at all that if you're just like, you know what, you were just babbling on like a lunatic, you must have been pulling from someone else. Oh, absolutely redo this. But a lot of times when I'm confused with this, someone will get in the comments and it makes perfect sense to them because you know your whole story. I don't. Yeah, that's. But the overwhelming thing was you need to do some deep diving in yourself and be honest with yourself. And you got somebody that you need to watch out for. That was the overall. Those two undeniable things, and I keep getting the feeling that something to do. Maybe you're someone that's just in love with their career or something, but it feels like whoever you have feelings for is tied to your work or your day to day something somehow, some way. I will say that. I I hope this has been helpful. And for some reason, I'm wanting to pick up the universe answer. So I don't know if you have kind of a yes or no question, but I'm wanting to pick this up. You have a yes or no question? Nope. That's all I got. And that's weird. It went quiet. Usually the cards have been so super chatty. But it's like I poked around on something that didn't want me poking. It's just like, nope. So I'm gonna mind my business. And I try to remind you guys all the time that watch my channel. You gotta be real with how you feel. Because anything less ain't nothing but stress. And I feel like that really popped up in yours, that you need to do a little soul searching and make sure you're honest with yourself with whatever decision you're making in love, education, or work. Because take it from someone who did a year of business when I first started college and realized it was so boring that I would really rather die a homeless beggar than have to do that boring shit every day of my life. So I switched my majors. So I had to pull a lot of hours the rest of the semesters to graduate on time in communications technology. So just make sure whatever you're doing what you want and you're doing it for you. Not because you promised grandma you'd be something, not because someone says you would be good at it, not because something makes more money. Make sure you're doing it because you want to do it. I'll be damned. Lovers twice. Most people don't know it, but the person people on lovers card, the same people in the devil card. And then you've got the greediest card in the Pentacle deck. So you got 6 and you got 1 and 5 equals a 6. Boom. But again, I felt like you had a choice earlier. You could let something that's not so great, but it's possibly toxic, go and move towards something good. And I feel like this is just reminding me And I feel like I need to tell you, don't let greed rule your decision. Whatever you're doing for work or education, don't let greed influence it. But yeah. Okay, Old Macaroon, I'm going to get this. I'm going to stop before this goes on. I feel like according to my hourglass, we're probably at 30, 40 minutes. So I'm going to get this uploaded for you and message you on Reddit. But yeah, I hope this has helped and hasn't added more confusion to it. But I would love to hear your feedback. Absolutely would love to hear your feedback because I am more curious than I probably have right to be about if I was even anywhere close to a base, or if I hit a home run, or if I was just out there in center field with the sun blinding me, no idea what the hell I was looking at. But I appreciate you asking for a reading, and I can't wait for you to see this. So I'm gonna let my phone do its processing thing and get it uploaded for you. You have a wonderful evening, and this is February the 10th, and I hope to get it up tonight on February the 10th. Take care, my sweet. Mwah, mwah. Love you. It was very strange. I said that I don't think I've ever ended a tarot card reading saying something like that. So maybe that's